What up, man? Vash right here, about to do this Campione episode 3 review. This episode was the action episode. It started off not so much, but later on, it became the action episode. And honestly, I just gotta say one thing though. I really wish they hadn't put Athena in the opening theme song. You know what I mean? Because now I can just tell that she gonna be around. Like, I can honestly tell, because right now it looked like they about to have a fight. It looked like Godou and Athena about to have a fight because they're fighting over that Gorgoneion thing, that snake rock thing or whatever. They're fighting over that shit. But he's not going to kill her because she's in the theme song. She's in it. It wouldn't be any point in, like, showing her for as long as they did, because there was some other people who were shown in the opening that were kind of like glimpses, you know what I'm saying? But like Athena, it was like a fucking steel frame almost of her, like a giant fucking, like her fucking head was this big in that shot. So I'm like, yeah, she's probably gonna be in it for a bit. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, if they hadn't shown her in the opening, I would have been like, this might be a fight to the death. But because she was shown in it, I'm just like, she's not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? It might still be a good fight, but she's not gonna die. But honestly, I can honestly say right now, man, she is, so far, the best god I've seen as of yet. Because she got a conflicting duality to her, man. Like, in this episode, let me get into the review before I get into her. And it starts off or whatever, we see Mariya. It starts off with Mariya Yuri. And let me ask this, because I don't know. Like, she was combing her hair in the beginning, and it cracks, and she looks and like, oh. Is that an omen or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, is a comb cracking in Japanese culture an omen or something? Because she looked worried about that shit. If I was picking my hair with a pick and that shit broke, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, damn, my hair nappy as fuck. But she looked at it and was like, oh. So I just wonder, do that mean, like, is it a omen in Japanese culture? That's just my question. But yeah, we see her and she's getting ready for school or whatever, and she runs into Amakasu, and he makes a reference again to an event that's going to lead up later on in the episode or whatever. But Mariya, is walking to school, and she sees, Godou and Erica together or whatever, and she looked a little salty. I'm not even gonna lie, she do look a little salty. And that's when we first get a glimpse of Athena. She's just kind of like posted up on some tower looking for the Gorgoneion thing or whatever. And then, like I said, in the beginning it was real slow because it just some hijinks. You know what I'm saying? We have the female students and the male students being jealous of Kusanagi Godou because of his relationship with Erica. We have Erica just kind of like, hey, you're my Godou and all this sort of shit, Anywhere you go, people would throw themselves at me, and people will react like this because they see me, so just get used to it sort of behavior. And, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's kind of funny. And then we have Mariya talking to Godou on the roof, and she's like talking about this grimoire. I mean, it's a Gorgoneion thing, and he's like, well, what is it? And she gives a description, like it's a little stone circle thing, and they got a snake on it. He's like, oh shit, it's that thing that, Erica gave me. He said he thought it was. I did too, like she gave it to him in episode 2, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's just a stone that got a Medusa. I was thinking it was going to be something like what the grimoire was for him, like maybe this is going to protect him some type of way. But no, this shit is just going to lead him to have to fight somebody, so it's kind of messed up in a way. But yeah, Mariya kind of like snaps at Godou a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But everything seems like it's well and good until Athena locates the Gorgoneion thing, and they have Mariya to go and try and seal it or whatever. So Athena can't find it because apparently if she finds it, something about, I think like if she finds, she can unleash the power of a snake or some shit like that. I don't know what correlation right now they're trying to have between Athena, Greek goddess, and a snake. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have to keep watching or whatever. I don't know. But apparently it has something to do with a snake, and then they kept making a reference to like a starless night or some shit. But it's more of a reference to the snake. She's going to be able to unleash the power of some snake or something like that. And they don't want that shit to happen, so they're going to seal it or whatever. They're going to put a seal over it. They're going to have Mariya do it because she's a princess shrine maiden. They're going to have her do it or whatever. And in the meantime, Godou and Erica are going to try to buy her some time by confronting Athena. And when Godou gets there, he kind of want to just talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just kind of just want to talk. And Athena was saying, like, no, fuck all that. Like, there is no talking. Anybody who takes the Gorgoneion away from me is my enemy, so there is no talking. You know, but then, in the same breath, that's what I was about to say. Like, she goes to attack, and Erica protects him, whatever. But then she seals Erica in this little barrier thing or whatever. And she, like, advances towards Godou. You know what I'm saying? And she says, like, I can tell that you're a good man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she says that shit, like, she says, I can tell that you're a good man. She says that it would be best if we talk this shit out peacefully, but that would just lead to lethargy and all this sort of shit. And I'm just kind of like, so you have a conflicting personality. Like, you obviously say that, yeah, us fighting would just lead to nothing because it would just hurt both of us. And you are a good person. You genuinely seem like you want peace and you're a good person. But at the same time, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do just because. So I'm just kind of like, it's kind of weird that she is this conflicting personality. But it's cool at the same time because she has the most depth to her personality as of yet. Because with Vera Throgmorton, we didn't really see him. He was there and then he just disappeared. With Melkart, he was there and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So with Athena, like, she seems like she has the most depth to her personality, so it's cool. But she proceeds to stick her tongue down Godou's throat. I'm talking about, she was in this motherfucker's, like right here. She was like right here, my dude. I'm talking about, her tongue was so far down this motherfucker, he was either gonna die of, like, from choking, you know what I'm saying, or he was gonna die from, like, you know what I'm saying, just a pure lack of oxygen. Because that, her tongue had to be so far, like, far down this motherfucker's throat. Like, I'm dead ass for real. You know what I'm saying? She, apparently she injects, like, some deathly words into his system, you know what I'm saying? Because magic doesn't work on Campione's body externally, and it works internally or whatever, and he passes out. Now, this is something else that happened that kind of freaked me the fuck out a little bit. So, he was passed out or whatever, and he wakes up, and then he's just like, the ram, oh, I get it. So I must have died again. He was talking to Eric, like, so I must have died again. So I'm just like, wow, this motherfucker cannot die. Like, can he die? Like, if he gets decapitated, he's probably dead, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, can he die? Because that the ram said like it just brings him back once he dies. So can he die? It kind of freaked me the fuck out. I was like, whoa, so this motherfucker cannot die, or can he die? I don't know, but either way, I was just like, it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And we are also introduced to that same silver-haired chick who was in the opening or whatever. Her name is Liliana. And I knew I had seen her, like, in previous episodes because she was talking to somebody or whatever, some old man. And her name is Liliana, you know what I'm saying? And apparently her and Mariya have some sort of history together because, like, when she first got there, like, when Liliana first arrived, Mariya was just like, Liliana. She knew her name right away. But Liliana's kind of formal with her because she keeps saying Mariya Yuri. Like, she keeps saying her whole fucking name. So, like, it's kind of weird. But then when Mariya and Amakasu are driving away from Liliana, Mariya says Liliana's name, but in a somber sort of tone. She was like, Liliana. So they must have some sort of history together. They must know each other. But Liliana is just acting differently for some odd reason or whatever, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then we had that part in the end I thought was funny, where Erica has to use her teaching technique on Godou in order to give him the information that he would need to take out Athena. And of course she has to kiss him to do it because, like I said, magic wouldn't work on him externally or whatever. And she was just like, I felt jealous since you kissed Athena. You haven't been spending any time with me, Godou. I was like, what? That shit was funny. And he was about to explain himself or whatever, but that shit was funny as shit to me, though. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was quite funny. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, she kisses him or whatever, and she relays the information to him. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, though, man, I think the series is cool, and I think so far, Athena is probably my favorite rogue guy that I've seen so far. I think she's the best. Again, it's only 3 episodes, you know what I'm saying? I've only watched 3 episodes, but I think she's the best because, like I said, we didn't get anything with Vera Throgmorton. You know, so we barely got his personality, so I can't say, oh, he was a cool god. With Melkart, nothing at all, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so far, Athena's cool because Athena's been there for quite a long time, you know what I'm saying, just watching. So that was cool to see, you know what I'm saying. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next when Athena and Godou square off, because they're going to have a fight, so that's going to be ridiculous to see. But I can't wait to see what's going to happen though, man. Let me know what you guys think about Campione episode 3. I forgot what the episode was called, but Campione episode 3. Let me know what you guys think about it. Vast Stampede.